Hey everyone, welcome to the next part of the Getting Started with Machine Learning series, that is strings in Python. So a string is another data structure in Python. It is basically a series of characters such as your name, your date of birth, your address, your phone number, everything. All of those are examples of strings. So now let us see how we can manipulate strings in Python. So here I have a string, hello world. It is stored inside double quotes and I'm storing that particular string in a variable called hello. And if I print it, there I have hello world. Okay. So one major point to note is that there is no difference between single quotes and double quotes in Python. So here I have stored the same string in single quotes in another variable, and if I print it, I get the same result. So there is no difference between single and double quotes in Python. Okay, you can use them interchangeably. Now if I want to use a multi-line string, then here I have it. We use triple quotes for that. Here I have used double quotes for using multi-line string, but you can use single quotes as well at the same place. So if I print this, there you go, I get a multi-line output. Okay, use triple quotes for multi-line strings. Now strings can be assumed to be like lists. So indexing, each and every string has an indexing starting from 0 till n minus 1. N-1 being the length of the string. Okay. So here I have 0, 1, 0, H is 0, E is 1, L is 2, L is 3, O is 4, space is 5, W is 6, and so on and so forth. So if I use hello of 1 here, I should get lowercase e. If I execute it, there you go, I get lowercase e. And as I told you, a space also takes an index space. So since my index for the space is 5, if I execute this, I'll get nothing in the output because space can't be printed obviously, and even if it is printed we can't see it. Alright, so this is how we can access each and every value of a string using its index. Now one important property, very important property of strings is slicing. Okay, so assume you have a cake. Okay, here I have 11 characters in the string including the space, so I'll assume that I have a cake which is broken up into 11 slices. Okay, so here I'm getting, in this particular statement I'm getting only one slice, that is the first slice. Okay, here I'm getting the fifth slice. Now what if I want the slices from 4 to 7? Okay, that is where I use slicing. I'll make slices and I'll pick multiple of those slices. So here I'll use slices. As you can see the syntax, I have square bracket open, lower limit, colon, upper limit, square bracket close. Here the lower limit is already included, but the upper limit is not included. So this particular statement will return to me slices from 4 to 7 or indices from 4 to 7. Okay, so what are the values from 4 to 7? So 0, 1, 2, 3, O is 4, space is 5, W is 6, O is 7, R is 8. R is not included because as I told you the upper limit here is not included. So I should get O space WO. Let us see if we get the correct output on it. As you can see, I get O space WO. Now if I want, say, all the cake slices from a lower limit up to the end. I don't know the end. I have 1 lakh characters in the particular string. I want each and every character starting from the lower limit, that is 4, to the end. I don't know the upper limit. So what I do is I leave that particular value blank. I don't have anything here. So here we have hashtag n. That is the upper limit. So if we execute this, we get from O to everything till the end. That is world. As you can see, we get everything. Okay, now what if I know the upper limit, I want all the values until a certain limit. So what I do is I leave this lower limit blank and then I give it the upper limit. So this will give me characters from 0 to 8, 8 excluded, that is till 7. Okay, so if I execute this, so there you go, till WO. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not the 8 but till 7. Now if I use 0 here, I'll still get the same output because 0 is the lower limit here. Okay. So this is how slicing works. Now to replace a particular character in a string, if we use the index and then replace it, it will give me an error. So let us see. So there you go. It tells me str object does not support item assignment. It is basically telling me that strings are immutable. strings cannot be changed. Okay, strings once initialized, they cannot be changed like this. Okay, they cannot be changed. Okay, so what we can do is we can use slicing. So if I have to do this, replace the character at the first index with $, what I have to do is I will use slicing. So this first part, it gives me the 0th character. So from the lower limit till 1, so that is from 0 to 1, 1 is not included. So that means the first character, that is 0, plus $, and then from the second character onwards, that is the second index onwards, that is 0, 1, 2. The second 0 already done, 1 is being replaced. So from the second character onwards till the end. So what this will do is this will return to me H $LLO space world. So let us see. There you go, H $LLO space world. So this is how you replace a particular character in a string. Okay. Then there are some generic functions. The names will tell you what they are doing. Lower will change the whole string to lowercase. Upper will change the whole string to uppercase. And then replace, it will replace the first character with the second character. So as you can see, I'll get hello world. This will only happen for the first occurrence. If I have $2, say one here and one here, it will only replace the first character. So that is here. The $, here will remain $. Okay. The first occurrence will be replaced with the second value. Then if I split again, it will tell you what it is doing. It will split the string based on the argument you gave. Here I gave a space, and since I have a space in between hello and world, it has split the string into two values and stored it in the form of a list. If I split the same string using $, then I'll get H, and then a $, is there. So it has split the string based on the $. So H, and then LLOWORLD. The character which is splitting that particular string will not be included in the list. Okay. One important thing to note is that in dictionaries, when we used functions for manipulating things, that the result of the function was stored inside the dictionary. But here I've used so many functions, but the string is still the same. H $LLO world, which we got here. Okay. So as I told you, strings are immutable. The functions you use on strings will not take any effect until you equate it with the actual string. So here you can see hello.upper. I've changed the string to the uppercase, and then I've stored the same string again in hello. Now the changes will come into effect. Okay. So this is how you manipulate strings. String concatenation, another important property. Basically it is adding two strings together, and you can see hello world. I've added them like I've added integers, and then I'm printing the hello world. They have been added together. Okay, this is string concatenation. So this is more or less everything about strings. You can connect with us at the following link. Here we upload all our upcoming events and Q&A sessions. We are Developer Student Club, Geetham University, Visakhapatnam. If you have any queries or questions, you can shoot them in the comment section. We will try and answer each and every one of them. Thank you so much for listening.